I'm showing. These are the topics which will be covering under certification. Instead of this, I will say here module 1, module 2. These are the topics which will be under certification. If you need training on this, we are ready to provide on this. We will provide practical as well as theoretical. Okay, and we will be giving at the final dumps also. It's not for like making you lazy. We are providing it for your confidence. Dumps we are providing for to improve your confidence on the subject we are providing, because with the dumps you might have subject but you may have not skills to clear the exam. Subject is different, clearing the exam is different. So we also provide dumps to clear the exam. Okay. I'm just going through the topics. Module 1, which covers about OLAP and OLTP, and what are the differences, what is data warehouse, what is data warehouse structure, and how to create data warehouse. Okay, how to present the OLTP data, we'll discuss about it, and nothing but SSAS. Next is designing your data warehouse. For this we deal about data sources, and we design data warehouse. Based on data warehouse we define cubes and we define dimensions, facts. Okay, time dimensions, like all this we work on AdventureWorks database data warehouse of 2008 provided by Microsoft. Okay. Okay.
So is it possible to do it in 2012?
Yes. Come again.
Is it possible to do it in 2012?
2012 also we can do. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
2012 also we can do. Mainly thing in 2012 is because even though the exam, okay, let me tell the exam code. Exam code is 70463. Exam code is 70463. Here what is the difference you will find is data quality services. DQS will be the difference between. Yes?
Sorry, go on.
Okay, DQS is the difference between 2008 and 2012. Even the MDX is there, MDX not MDS. Master data services are the differences from SSAS. Okay. So this control flows, data flows will be covered. What are transactions, what are checkpoints, and what are logging, what is package configurations, what are breakpoints, how to debug, how to test the data in SSAS. These are all covered. Coming to data quality services, see these are about SQL Server 2012. So we'll introduce this and we'll show some examples and we'll give some exam scenarios. Deployment and security. How to deploy, how to provide security, what are the different options for deploying. These are the modules. Okay. This doesn't cover about reporting also. See, if you see the syllabus, this doesn't cover about reporting. Reporting is something, generally how I say is, you do SSIS on database. You do SSIS on database. But if you see report, that is done on database, but it is given to EA, that is called as interface, user interface. Okay, data, we deal about data in SSIS, we deal about data in SSAS, and we deal about information in SSRS. Information is nothing but giving information from the data. We are giving some information from the data. You got it? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to the presentation. This is Microsoft presentation. This is given by Microsoft, nothing I added. I have taken Microsoft presentation only. See here. These are all the things we cover. If you are already known, please let me know. If you don't know, I'll start with scratch. Hemant?
Yeah. I'm just looking.
Okay.
Yeah,
if you don't know, like if you want me to start from scratch, I'll start from scratch. Why MSBI? What is the purpose of MSBI? What are the tools required? Why we are preferring MSBI? These are all I start.
You better start from scratch. Yeah. Forget about what I
mean. Nice, good. Just a second. I'm sorry. Okay. Why MSBI? I think you know about SQL Server. I'm not telling about SQL Server. What is SQL Server code name? Any idea?
What do you mean code name?
Code name for SQL Server 2012? Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
SQL Server started in 1989. It was not having much demand and it was not secured. It was not platform dependent. Because it can be installed only in Windows. It cannot be installed in Linux or any other operating system. So it's like that. That's why that is platform dependent. There were some drawbacks of SQL Server, so people were not occupied with SQL Server. They were much using Oracle. From SQL Server 2005, it has created its demand in the market. SQL Server has created its demand in the market. Why? Because it is providing database plus it is providing BA. BA in SQL Server will consist of SSIS, SSAS, SSRS, SSNS. SSNS is called as SQL Server Notification Services. Let's suppose you go for any shopping mall and you bought some products. Finally, they generate bill. Before generating bill, they ask your mobile number. Once you give your mobile number, after 6 months, once they introduce some offer, they will send a message to you. We have an offer for these days. You can buy these goods and you can get this much of percentage. That is called as notification bill. Okay. Just example I gave. And SQL Server 2008 came. This is also DB plus BI, which gives SSIS, SSAS and SSRS. They have removed SSNS. They identified that it is not required in the BA. They have removed SSNS. Why? Because that's not required in the BA. There are many other tools, many service provided organizations are there who are taking care about it. Next, they have released 2008 R2 with some patchwork. Same, they have given same features, and they have released SQL Server 2012 in the year 2030. They have given database as usual plus IS, AS. They have given DQS, IS, AS. Along with AS, they have given MDS, Master Data Services, SSRS as usual. Now, I am little fast because these are very basics. Okay, if you want me to be very slow or if you want me to little slow, just stop me. I'll be slow.
No,
okay?
that's fine. That's fine.
SQL Server 2012 was developed by some team. If you have observed the history last 3 years, from 2009, the Microsoft was saying we are going to release Denali, SQL Server 2010 Denali. Then they could not able to do in 2010. They tried to release in 2011. They said it's a Denali. Finally, they could not do and they have released in 2013 around May or June, exactly 1 year back. And that is a Denali. What is Denali? This is called as code name. The project team who developed the team name is called as Denali. Definitely we'll have a question. If it is Denali, what about the previous? There should be some meaningful names, right? Yes, there are names. This is called Kilimanjaro. This is called Kilimanjaro. Maybe funny? Yes, it is called Kilimanjaro. Next, this is called Katmai. Code names of SQL Server 2005 is Katmai, SQL Server 2008 is Kilimanjaro, and SQL Server 2012 is Denali. And here they have given service as SQL Server Management Services. They have given service called SQL Server Management Services to work with database. Here in 2005 they have given called SQL Bench. SQL Bench. Even shortcut is SQL Bench only. But for here shortcut is SSMS. You see here, this is shortcut to open SQL Server. Okay. Now even here that is same. Now why we need all this? Why we need all this? Coming to MSBI, we call MSBI Microsoft Business Intelligence. Why need all this? It's a set. If you compare the different products in the market, okay, before going to before going to MSBI, which consists of SSIS as ETL tool, right? SSAS as analytical tool.
Yeah.
SSRS as reporting tool. Okay, it is consisting of three tools. Let's suppose there is no MSBI. What is the scenario? Okay, I consider Oracle as a database. Oracle is very costly in the market, with which you can get SQL Server and MSBI total products with cheaper than Oracle. Okay, let it be Oracle as a database. For ETL, I take Informatica. Informatica is an independent tool. Okay, it's not having any database or it's not having any analytical tools.
Yeah.
For analysis, I say OBIW or Cognos, let's suppose. So this is also a different tool. IBM tool this is, and this is Oracle tool. Okay. Next I go for reporting, either Crystal reports or I say MicroStrategy. There are different tools, don't worry about it. Sorry for spelling mistakes. MicroStrategy, different tools are there. This is for reporting, let's suppose. I have a project, I have a company and I have a project which relates to BI, business intelligence or data warehousing. Then I need to find a guy who knows Oracle. I need to find a guy who knows Informatica. I need to find a guy who knows OBW, and I need to find a guy who knows reporting. And all four tools are independent tools, and I need different technology people in my project. And at the same time I need to invest for 4 tools for my project for the systems. Let's suppose I have 20 systems for this project, then I have to buy for 20 systems. Now see the cost. This cost, this cost, this cost, this cost. Cognos is IBM tool, this is Oracle tool. I don't know about Informatica, that's a different tool from Informatica only. This is about Crystal reports, this is my own MicroStrategy tool. Many tools, definitely it will be costly if you combine all the final product price.
Yeah.
So if I have the scenario, Microsoft has given MSBI which will serve all the requirements. This is the major reason from SQL Server 2005. Companies or clients or people are migrating from this strategy to single strategy. Previously it was like this. Before SQL Server 2005, this was the thing. Even SQL Server 2008, sorry 2000, SQL Server 2000, the very first before version of SQL Server 2005. SQL Server 2000 has BI, but minimum features. It has only DTS, data transformation services. There is no SSIS. Something called as exporting and importing data. I will show you if required. I will show you once we start SSIS. This is there, DTS, data transformation services from database to file or Excel file to database, flat file to database, from one database to some kind of file in the system. Data transformation services. Now SSIS is called as, each package is called as DTSX, data transformation extension. That is extension of more better tools than DTS. And this has MSAS, Microsoft Analysis Services, which has very few features. But if you come here, SSAS providing more better features, which could able to handle crores of data, which could able to handle and view much performance with better performance with crores of data. Version by version there is improvement in performance. If you consider any organization, any tool, they focus on performance of fetching data and listing in the performance of fetching data and analyzing the data. Okay, we'll go there. We'll go and I'll give better examples so that you can understand. Okay, MSBI, why it is required in the market? What it is dealing with? If you are working on data, why MSBI required is, if you are working on data, then MSBI is required. MSBI purely deals with data. MSBI purely deals with data. First 15 minutes, next 15 to 20 minutes I'll speak about MSBI. Then I'll show you how to score good marks, whatever about certification I'll tell you. Okay. MSBI purely deals with data. Okay. If I have data, can I use MSBI?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure you can use. Okay. We'll see an example where we can fit this MSBI. Let us take one bank, Bank of America. Let's take Bank of America. You have online account. Let's suppose you have online account. Okay. You have online account, and in online account you could able to see last 3 months transactions. And for some purpose, it could be some office purpose or it could be some loan purpose. You require last 1 year transactions. Where do you get? How do you get? Any idea? You can't get it from your online banking. If you want to get last 1 year transactions, how can you get it? Any idea?
How do you mean?
Anant?
Hello, can you hear me?
You need to call to customer care.
Can you hear me?
Come again? In online banking, you can see only 3 months transactions, but you want 1 year data for applying for some loan or going to new company. How do you get it?
You can get it from the customer services or the
Yes.
directly visiting the
You have to call the customer service and you request for this data. And will they provide immediately?
No, they
No.
will take some time.
Because you are asking for last 1 year transactions.
Yeah.
So they need to go to the particular database, they need to find particular customer and need to fetch. I tell you now. See, what is database, what is data warehouse, let us know. Database. So I said that you can see last 3 months transactions, right? So this is one last 3 months transaction, this is one which you can fetch fastly. Right? This is the one which you can fetch fastly. Let's suppose you have 1 lakh records. Will the result will be fast? Definitely no. And you have only 3 months transactions. This is called as database. And I have data warehouse. This is having huge data. This is having huge data. I'll give an example. This is not fair. I'll give an example. I'll give my example. Like I will consider as a customer and will see. Let's suppose I have HDFC account in India, and I have it from last 7 years. Okay. Now I have the last 3 months transactions in database. Now if I see database, I can get last 3 months transactions. So here I get last 90 days transactions. Let's suppose like this. Now every day what bank people will do now? They will maintain a big database, huge database they maintain. Every day they will have a nightly job and they will move all this data to database to data warehouse. Recent data. Data warehouse will contain most recent data in the data warehouse. So for every customer it is like this. Okay, last 90 days transactions I can get it here, but I don't have access to this because my application shows only 90 days transactions. Now in between there is a bank person. I will go and ask, boss, I want these details. Okay, he will take your details. He may charge for your transaction, like he may charge some bucks because this is happening in the back end. Okay, now this person will call or mail to backend team who are admin to this data warehouse. This is having crores of records, and this guy will get data from here and mail to this guy, and this guy will mail to you. This process will take hours together. These hours could be hours or it could be days. Why? Only reason is size is big. Only reason is size is big. How to get this down? How to get this time down? Let's suppose it is taking days. How to get into hours? If it is taking hours, how to get into minutes? If it is minutes, how to get into seconds? This is the main target for every tool in every version. You can take any tool across business intelligence. It could be SAP BA, it could be SAS BA or any BA. This is a main target. How to handle huge amount of data, how to improve the performance in fetching the data. Okay. For this purpose, we go for SSAS. And before I'll come back, I told that from this database, every day nightly jobs are running from here to here. Who is loading this data from here to here? Here, SSAS will come into picture. Okay, SSAS is coming to picture and it is loading from database to data warehouse. Nice. Now, here SSAS is doing that analysis, which data has to be fetched. Okay, data is fetched. But finally, it has to be sent to the user, the one who has requested. For that user, it should be in a proper format. Day 1, it could be date. How much from which ATM the transaction is done, or which branch the transaction is done. How much is being directed. How much is being withdrawal. How much is being deposited. That transaction should be in form of report. That report is generated from If it is transactions, from here. If it is data warehouse, from here. This is called as report. Getting? I'll show in a better picture. Just now for one of my students I prepared a document and send it. See here. This is database. From database, ETL is working SSIS and loading data into data warehouse. From data warehouse, what we are doing? We are analyzing data. How? Because it's very very huge. We are using SSIS to build cubes. This cube is called as OLAP. I'll tell about OLAP and OLTP. Assume that this is cube. Now this is having multi dimensions. Dimension 1, 2, 3. X-axis, Y-axis and Z-axis. From this we are taking the data which is required and finally giving to report. This is done in the backend and this is working on data. This is done in the backend. This is working on the data. Finally report is the information for the user. So okay, by seeing it I could identify, okay, on that day I did this transaction, okay, enough. This data is enough for me. Okay. This is the purpose of 3 tools. What I told, this is the purpose of 3 tools. Any questions till now, Hemant?
No, it's fine.
Anything new you got or anything old data, like old information what you have only I told?
Sorry?
Anything? Which one? Come again?
The very beginning when the code, when what was the team name and stuff like that.
Okay. And this is all routine which is known to you?
Yeah. I mean, these are all.
Okay. So we'll see OLTP. You know OLTP?
Yeah, it's an online transaction process.
Online transactional processing system.
Yeah.
Okay, what is OLTP? OLTP is saying online transactional processing system. Now we'll see what is transaction. Transaction could be anything which is made by the customer. What is this? Made by the customer. It depends on perspective. Like if you take any business, from that business what is a transaction? If I take a supermarket, a big supermarket is there and I am doing some purchase today, that is a transaction for the owner. It could be transaction for me, but it's a transaction for the supermarket owner. And if you see bank, what are the transactions today? This many people deposited, this many people withdraw, this many transactions are made from ATM, this many accounts are being created, this many accounts are being closed, this many applications are got, this many employees are joined. All this is called transactions. This is called day-to-day transactions. Okay. So tell me how much time it will take to deposit amount, how much time it will take to withdraw amount, how much time it will take to buy a product in Flipkart, how much time it will take to any transaction, buy a product in shop. That is going to take seconds of time, seconds or minutes of time. So which is going to end in very short span of time, that is OLTP. So generally our databases are called as OLTP. If you are working with, I am working with Flipkart, let's suppose, I will have daily customers who are going to buy the products, purchase the products, okay, who has kept order, has cancelled the order, who has, let's suppose who got delivered the product, who has rejected the product, who got the product which is damaged. All these are called as day-to-day transaction for particular organization. Okay, this is called as OLTP. I think you got fair information. Next, coming to OLAP. Online analytical process system. What it deals with? I told that this is about day-to-day transaction. What is this? This is going to deal with? This is going to deal with historic data. What is historic data? Historic data means old information or old data. I'll tell an example again. The same Flipkart, I'll take the same Flipkart and I want to know how many people has ordered particular product on last month 10th. In the last month 10th date, how many people has ordered iPhone mobile, or I'll say Moto G. At that time Moto G was famous, I think, April, May. Let's consider May. In May month, how many people ordered Moto G on May 12th, let's suppose. That is a historic data for that company or for that business. I'll tell a simple example. I told the simple example about bank, right? So bank is going to data warehouse. Now this is having a history of data. This simple example. One more example I'll tell. Let's suppose today I want to buy IBM share. There is an IBM company and I want to buy IBM share. Will I go and directly buy the company by seeing the name? Okay, IBM is a good company, many people are working for it, it's a product based company. Can I go and simply buy a share for it? Share from it? No, definitely no. Even the company is very good, I am not going to buy simply by seeing the brand. Blindly I don't buy. Why? Because that's my money, I am investing on a share. For that I have to consider history data. If you see some Reliance Money, some sites are there which will give history data in a form of graph. The graph will show when the particular share has started, on which date, what is the value on that date. Okay, till today what is the peakest value, what is the lowest value, what is the average value. I will show most recent data. What is yesterday's value, previous day before value. By seeing the graph, I will decide whether I can invest on the particular share, or will I consider, if it is worth for me to invest on it. If I invest on it, will I get profits? If I invest on it, will I be at least getting what I have invested on worst case? Okay, all these scenarios I come across, then I will invest on it. So all the scenarios from where you are getting from history data. So based on history, we are going to take the decisions. So for independent user, by seeing the history, I am taking the decision. Let's suppose for a business, a supermarket owner, how he can take decisions? He has to take decisions by seeing the product sales, which product has high demand. If the product demand is high, don't reduce the price. If the product demand is low, reduce the price, put an offer, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, get 2 plus 1. Or let's suppose, even he can think in one more way. Let's suppose some product is there. Let's suppose I take Vaseline lotion, which is going to be more familiar in winter seasons. Okay. At that time, end of season or season is over, the product is going to expire. Its expire date is going to end. Before 2 days or before 10 days, what the owner do, whoever comes to the supermarket, he will deliver it for free. Maybe I got that, I got like it, but by the time I receive it, expiration date crossed. I got the product which is failed. Okay. So like that, people impose some decisions. They take some decisions which to attract the customers. On what basis? By seeing the history data. On particular product, how was the sales? Okay, sales are good, increase the price. Sales are bad, decrease the price. I want the product to be sold. If the product is not sold, I will be in loss. At least I'll buy. If I give 1 plus 1, I'm not in loss, but I get some profits. It's like no loss, no gain. Till now, okay? OLTP, OLAP, got it?
Yep.
So OLAP is dealing with history data. What is the purpose? Use it to
Reporting.
Take decisions. So this is called as DSS, means Decision Support System. Did you heard about OLCP? Okay, just a minute. This will take not minutes together or seconds together. This will take hours together or days together to take decisions. It's not a simple decision, right? It's going to earn huge amount of money for the particular business. Definitely it will take hours to days together to take the decisions. Anytime you heard about OLCP?
No, I haven't heard about that.
Okay. This online complex processing system, this is outdated, okay? No need to worry. This also takes minutes or days, hours together. This will take hours or mainly familiar and mostly used are OLTP and OLAP. Now, let us see, okay, you know about what is what now. Let us see data warehouse life cycle. This data warehouse life cycle is not for particular MSBI. This is for total product. Total, what I meant to say is total BA tools. It could be any BA. See, I'm just giving, I'm not writing anything. I want to show you picture and explain it. See, I have a .NET application, UI.NET, and it is having SQL Server as a database. And the product name is Flipkart. Flipkart will have many products. In the same way, eBay is a product. eBay is these are all e-commerce applications. eBay is one of the applications where it is designed in Java and Oracle is a database. Similarly, Amazon, PHP, and so on. And Snapdeal.com is one of the e-commerce, and mainframes built on mainframes, and database is DB2. This is data having from different sources. I am considering only one product. Here I will take Nokia Lumia 630, which got released recently. Nokia Lumia 630, here in Flipkart, they will give what is the price of the product, what is the cost for shipping, what are the VAT charges, what is the discount. These four things they will give. Here they will give same thing, price, VAT, delivery charges and discount. Everything is given. Okay, now today I am developing my own cart. I am one more e-commerce applications, that is called my cart. Simply I am calling my cart. In my cart, what I have to show is I want to fetch data from all these records. I want to fetch, okay, Flipkart is giving for this price, this is giving for this price, this is giving for this price, this is giving for this price. But how I want to show is, I want to show as a total price, not like what is the price, delivery charges, like that. I want to show total price as price plus delivery charges plus VAT. But I want to hide discount. Why? Because you have logged into my site and seeing what is the price in my cart, and there I am giving a comparison with other products, other e-commerce applications. If I give discount and you feel that okay, other e-commerce application is giving discount than this application, and it's better to go there, and from next time you don't come to my site. First you go to other site which you have preferred. That's why I will hide discount. I don't show what is the discount there. I show this 3 as a total price in my application. Here, let's assume that there is my application. In my application, I want to show this, hiding this discount. Okay, you log into my site and I show you this product price is some around this many bucks, this many bucks, this many bucks, this many bucks, and I show the total price from my cart is less than those all, because I am hiding discount. I am not giving any discount. In that way I am benefited. But why you log into my site? You log into my site, okay, he's giving good comparison between many e-commerce application. I can choose where I want to buy, where I can buy easily, where I can get less price. But finally what I show is I am having less price, like that I will show. Now assume I want to pull all this data and show in my database. How? I want to extract this and I have to load this. I have to extract from these sources and I have to load this. In between I want a transformation. I want a logic. The logic is price plus delivery charges plus VAT. This logic is called as transformation. We do that and we load. So we have extracted, we have transformed with the logic, and we have loaded with the data. For this purpose, we call this as an ETL tool. For this purpose, in our MSBI, ETL, extract, transform, load service, load operations are done by SSIS. Here SSIS is sitting here and playing that role, ETL role. Okay, done boss, good. You did, you have done this extraction, transformation, loading, and we have very huge database. Now this is a database. I am not telling this is a data warehouse. This is also a database, but this is having more data because you are comparing across products. You don't have only mobile. You have a number of mobiles, a number of brands, okay, and you have a number of televisions, a number of electronic products, home items, etc., etc. Okay, I want to show everything here. At that time, definitely data is huge. You are getting from 4 different applications, and you are showing in your application. This database, I want the data to be faster. If I say select statement, definitely it will be very slow. I want the data to be faster when it shows to me. For that purpose, I do some analysis. Okay, which product should come where and which product I can fetch fastly. In which way, if I arrange, I can fetch the data fastly. That analysis I have to do. That is one way of analysis as per developer. There is other way of analysis as per the business decisions, but assume that you are doing some analysis on a huge data. You need to arrange data in a proper way so that you can fetch data fast. How is here you do OLAP? I'll show you here. Again, you have database here. Now you convert this database to SSAS cube. You are converting this database to SSAS cube. You have a cube here. You are converting the data to cube. You have x-axis, y-axis, and finally z-axis. This is z-axis. You are storing in multi-dimensional data. This is called as OLAP cube. We have huge amount of data. Even though it's not history, it's having huge amount of data. To handle it, we definitely need cube. Here we write MDX queries. To deal with multi-dimensional data, we write multi-dimensional expression queries. This is not SQL. This will be better than SQL. Okay. Finally, you are analyzing based on cube and you are fetching data which you want. This is done by SSAS. Analyzing the data is done by SSAS here. Okay, you done analysis, you done whatever you want. You can show in the report from the database here SSIS or from the cube. SSRS will help you to show the data in what way you want. From which source? It could be database, it could be OLAP cube. You can take any source and you can show in the report. This is called data warehouse lifecycle, and here for reporting SSRS sits and plays that role. Finally, it is served to the report is served to the either managers or end users or for me. Do you have any questions, Hemant?
No, I'm good.
Okay. This is about data warehouse. What I do is today I have prepared this document actually for another student. I will send this to you. There are different examples. Okay. Don't get bored with examples. Examples
No, it's quite good actually.
Yes?
It's quite good actually.
Okay, nice.
Because I never worked with the transactional data in a retail domain. I've always been a cloud and the subscription management system. So, you know, the data warehouse which I have built till now, it was in a subscription model.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It's helpful, right, for you?
Well, definitely.
You got some information, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then I feel happy. Okay, now I'll forward this document. You can just go through once. That is not a very simple words. I prepared it, so it's not complex words. It is very simple words. Just go through it once. You'll get a better idea, and you have different examples. And I have given OLAP and OLTP differences also here.
Sure.
What it is handling. Now coming to certification. Certification can be done. There is a toolkit. Anyway, I am going through that. You download the toolkit. 70463 is the certification. Do you know this code?
Yeah, I think the main purpose for this certification is being required for my job at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Like not only you, I got other two students from UK. They first ask about certification because I came to know that there is a good demand in UK for certification.
No, actually, yeah, that's a different. But the thing is, mine is, you know, they have put the some kind of restriction now that you have to have the certification before you continue. Yeah,
that is a prerequisite. Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not looking for new roles. I'm not looking for new roles, but I'm trying to be in what I'm doing at the moment.
Okay. And Hemant, when you would like to give the certification? When you are planning? Okay. 70462 is for SQL Server 2012 Administration.
నేను కొంచెం ఇంపార్టెంట్ గా ఉన్నాను ఈయనతో మాట్లాడాలి
70
మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తాను నీకు పెట్టి చూడు
463 is for
బాయ్
implementing data warehouse with SQL Server 2012.
Yeah.
So you want to do all 3 certifications, Mr. Hemant?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
then it will
that's
take time. Definitely it will take time because this is very huge, because I can tell I have handled a few guys from Dell and from other companies from UST Global Technology. There are different companies. I have handled a set of guys for this 70461, and this is even little tough. This will take some time and it's a challenge. Of course, I provide dumps for that also. In short time, if you want to pursue, then it will be little difficult.
Sure.
That one I suggest. And this one also, compared to this is difficult. You may say data warehouse is difficult. No, this is difficult. Okay, and this is also little difficult. Okay? This is about now. Okay, you want three certifications, right? No problem. I am familiar with 3. I am familiar with this mostly because many students I come across, and this also, but students are very less for me on this. Okay, then we'll plan, Hemant, because